Hello, my name is Ashley Hansen. I am the Director of Hospitality here at Oak Hills Church. What comes to mind when you think about the word hospitality? It might be a person at a concierge desk, or the person who makes those cute little animal shapes out of your towels at your hotel room, or it might be someone who assists you at the customer service desk somewhere. These are all aspects of hospitality, but what comes to mind when you think of hospitality as it relates to the kingdom as followers of Christ within the church and within our own communities? I wanted to take a few minutes to define hospitality as we at Oak Hills Church view it and why we hold it as such a high value. Your typical church hospitality is viewed as a welcoming handshake, a warm hello, good morning, welcome to Oak Hills Church greeting, or maybe it's a hug or a fist bump as you arrive at church on a Sunday morning. It's offering a tour of our facility, a gift, and any assistance needed, or the presence of answering questions to our visitors. And it often offers free coffee and treats for your congregation. These are all wonderful and important attributes of hospitality that we value on a Sunday morning. However, hospitality is so much bigger than that. While these acts of hospitality are good and important, they're only a small piece of a much bigger puzzle. God designed hospitality to be a way of life for his followers. The dictionary defines hospitality as the friendly and generous reception of entertainment of guests, visitors, or strangers. The Christian definition of hospitality is welcoming the least of these with no concern for ambition or advantage for ourselves. Faithful hospitality usually involves laying down our lives in the little places and in the small acts of sacrificial love and service. It's the creation of free space where a stranger can enter and become a friend. It's the expression of respect and recognition, radical welcome to all. It is a means of meeting a need, and it needs hosts of local groups of believers who can show this love and expression towards all. Hospitality as God designed it has been lost over the centuries. His original design was for his people to love and care for the least in society by the way of invitations into their homes for meals, caring for the sick and lonely, providing a need for a family, a place for an out-of-state people to stay, and doing it without the expectation of anything in return. But now these hospitality values of God's are being shown through public and secular means, and less by his kingdom people. We at Oak Hills want to recapture God's original vision for hospitality. We view it as an act of love and care in a personal way, far beyond the Sunday morning handshake, though that Sunday morning handshake is just as important. So what does it look like to invite a stranger into your home for a meal? Or providing a room for a few nights to someone who needs help? What does it look like to show dignity to the people whom the world deems less than? What does it look like to provide a meal or a grocery run or a helping hand around someone's home? These are all ways that we can show hospitality to each other. Hebrews 13, 1-2 says, "Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers. For by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." We value hospitality here because we value people, all people. We were made in the image of God, and each one of us should have no higher value than another. We want to create a safe, loving, warm space, both inside the church and within our own communities, where people feel the love of God, that they are welcomed, loved, and wanted. Let us bring back the equal treatment, welcoming those who are deemed less than or who are different from us, and show love and compassion to our fellow man. In order to recapture God's view of hospitality, we must reclaim the household as a key site for this ministry and reconnect the home back to church so the two can work in partnership. So how do we do this? What are some practical ways of providing hospitality both inside the church and outside the church? Well, inside, you can join one of our many hospitality teams that we have here. Outside in your community, you can be a person who offers your home to someone to stay for a night or two, invite people into your home for a shared meal, offer to serve your neighbor in some way, invite your neighborhood over for a barbecue block party, be someone who can host a family in need during the holidays. You could bring a basket of gifts to essential workers, to the police station or the firehouse to show appreciation for these difficult careers. You could invite a single parent over for a point of connection and relief. There are many, many more options here. Hospitality is endless, and God makes it clear that it is not an option. We are called to be hospitable. Let's keep our hearts, minds, hands, and doors open to where God might be calling us to step into this way of living and be a conduit for his love and grace together.